Another way that we want you to be thinking is thinking cross-culturally. Now, you don't have to leave the United States to get into a different culture. I walked into my neighbor's yard yesterday to borrow something from them, and I was in a different culture. These people are different than us. But if you're leaving the United States, and especially going into a third world country, where it's where you're most likely will be, you're entering into what I call the cross-cultural pressure cooker. One of the funniest illustrations of this was in the Middle East after an earthquake in 2004. One of the cultural customs that happened in this culture was what I call the head bob. If you're talking to them, they're looking at you going like this. And it kind of looks like they're shaking their head no. So unless I understood what that was, I would think, oh, what's wrong? Why are you shaking your head at me? Because if someone's doing that to me in this culture, I think they're trying to defend themselves. So you need to be aware of body language cues of the culture that you're in. A lot of times when I'm talking to people, I want to give them the thumbs up. In some cultures, that's like giving them the middle finger. So you got to be careful about that stuff. A lot of times in cross-cultural situations, somebody will want to give you a gift. One time in Peru, in a winter weather disaster, way up in the mountains, we were working with Quechuan Indians. And as a way of showing gratitude for having a medical clinic in their village, they brought out some dried yak jerky and said, we want you to eat this. So we nominated a scapegoat off of our team and let them try it. So if they got sick and died, all the rest of us would not get taken out either. When you're in a third world country, you've also got to be thinking about the difference in your Western mindset versus their third world mindset. Oftentimes we bring in a sense of entitlement. I want to eat breakfast at 8, I want to eat lunch at noon, and I want to make sure that I've got some way to stay cool in my tent. We feel entitled. A lot of the things that are just everyday luxuries for us would be totally out of the picture ever for someone in a third world country to experience. So watch out for your own sense of entitlement when you go to some of these places that you're going to be going.